Guys, you should stop saying Trump is too old to become a dictator. Fidel Castro ruled Cuba until he was 85. And Robert Mugabe ruled Zimbabwe until he was like 93. And Mao could hardly walk or talk in the last few years of his rule. When he met Nixon in 1972, he just came out of a month-long hospital stay. He didn't want to miss the fun, but he was not in a good shape. But even after this, he kept on ruling China for 4 more years. By the way, you guys should definitely read the transcript of Mao and Nixon's meeting. You will understand why Trump reminded me so much of Mao the first time I heard him talk. That vindictive and pretentious alpha male arrogance just immediately disturbed my stomach. Anyway, what I want to say is that dictators don't need good health to rule. They don't even need intelligence. The only thing they need is fear. Once the fear is established, it doesn't matter what he's capable of doing personally. Because people who fear him will help keep in line people who don't fear him. In Mao's last few years, people already knew that he was weak physically. But nobody in the entire country of nearly 1 billion people dared to say a single word against him. No, not a single person. You can't find any record of anyone saying anything bad about Mao during those years. It's not because he didn't have haters. Of course, everyone has haters. But Mao's cult was so scary that even his haters would not dare to challenge him because they didn't want a mob to tear them apart. Even those who weren't afraid of death were still afraid of the cult. Because no one can handle being tortured in public while being condemned by their own family members. That's too much. Nobody can handle that. When a cult grows, at some point, fear will become an equilibrium. No one wants to stick their neck out. I saw a lot of motivational posts saying that, okay, let's be this guy. Cross your arms when everyone else is saluting the Nazis. Well, I admire that guy wholeheartedly, but I don't think I would be able to do that. It's too scary. That person was probably killed the next moment. So you guys have to preempt that scenario. Do something before it even arises. Okay, do something before you become the only non-Nazi in the crowd. Like ask your senators to vote against these 2 red fucks whose only qualification is blind loyalty. These 2 people have no other career prospects except for serving that one person. So they will do anything for that person. That's just biology. This is the DNI and FBI we're talking about. How long before they start strangling people in the back alleys? How do you think Putin keeps his people in line? And Tulsi Gabbard happens to be Putin's best buddy. The Russian state media called her Russia's girlfriend. I keep hearing people say America will stay free because of the tradition. I hate to break this to you, but that tradition is exactly why most Americans, especially white Americans, are so inexperienced politically. Your parents and your grandparents never told you about what a dictator can do. You have this knowledge deficiency, so you need more homework than anyone else. The only thing you know about dictatorship is probably from Xiao Hong Shu. It's like learning about monarchy from Frozen. Actually, even Disney movies can be more realistic than The Red Note. Like remember in Tango, this guy was almost executed for stealing some shit. I bet on Xiaohongshu people never talk to you about how many executions China has. Because you don't understand dictatorship, some of you are sleeping on Trump's takeover. Some of you count on his old age or dementia or blood pressure. No, those are not reliable. That guy still has a lot of moves to play. He's trying to make 2 least qualified nominees in US history to lead all the spies. This shit is not over. Some comments told me that I should probably chill because Trump probably will not succeed. But probably is not enough. Like if you tell me just eat this, you probably won't die. That's not good enough for me. When stakes are high, even a small probability of losing is scary. Right now, the chance for the largest economy in the world to become a dictatorship is not all that small. I'm not gonna chill, guys.